wasn't anything to do with electricity. It just the internet stuck. So what I'm doing now is I'm waiting to log into the TFNN room so that we can post a few charts, hopefully, and we'll take a look at it. Now, when I gave you those things that I was looking at in the NASDAQ and in the S&P, those are really short-term, folks. Remember, I'm looking at a really short-term chart, and when that happens, you got to be, very, very careful, of course. So hopefully we'll not have any more problems with that. Okay, I'm sorry, I lost internet connection, and I think what we were talking about was the internet lines are not frozen here in Tucson. It was about 38 this morning. It's going to be about 70 today. But we were looking at the E-mini S&P at that price of 27.87, and also I don't know if it's just a fad. David White is saying the internet is just a fad. If it is, it's been a good one. But remember, there's been other fads. With blockchain coming out, it might be that the internet is not going to be what we think it is. That's the main thing, to sort of pay attention to, but we'll see. Anyway, we were answering Terry's question about gaps. And when you have a gap, that's a big unknown. You don't know, like what happened with that big gap Sunday night. That's the biggest gap I think I've seen in a long time in the S&P and in the Dow Jones. In fact, when I first saw the first trade come across Bloomberg, the Dow was up 459 points. It was up 600 intraday, and then of course it gave back 400 points of that in a correction. But it didn't have a key reversal day. It was still up on the day. So that in itself is a pretty important thing to look at. So that's it. We were also talking about the IWM, the fact that it had the nicest pattern. Hold on one second. I need to do one quick thing here. I've got to turn off the limit minder in the hold on one second, in the old let's just get this thing moving here, in the limit minder in the euro, because it is beeping. The euro is at a very key point here, folks. If we close that euro above that 114.20 level, that means that U.S. dollar index is most probably getting ready, to move a little bit higher. So remember, that's a really short-term indicator. Now, look where we are now. We're trading at 27.84 in the E-mini S&P, and I had a number of 27.87. Folks, that's a heartbeat. That's absolutely nothing. So this market still has a positive bias, and I believe that you have to respect that, because whether this news with China means anything or not, the market is interpreting it as positive. So you have to go along with what the boys in the suits are saying. Forget about the hoodie. 877-927-6648.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics, including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. Will the S&P 500 continue to climb? For bold trades on U.S. large-cap stocks in either direction, trade SPXL, SPUU, or SPXS. Directions Daily S&P 500 Bull and Bear Leveraged ETFs. Direction Leveraged ETFs. An investor should carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risks, charges, and expenses before investing. A fund's prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a fund's prospectus and summary prospectus, call 866-476-7523 or visit directioninvestments.com. A fund's prospectus and summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour, brought to you by Nadex. Next on TFNN.
Okay, folks, I posted the chart of the E-mini S&P as of Friday. I put that into the newsletter because we had an ABCD structure that looked pretty positive. Of course, I didn't know what was going to happen with China and some type of agreement if there was one. But you'll notice that the market did gap up. It opened, I believe the opening was at 27.85 to 27.90 on Sunday night. We went down and tried to fill that gap, but we didn't quite do that. We got down to 27.65, I believe, and last I saw we were trading at 27.85. But you can see that ABCD structure comes up at around that 28.35 level. But the high we made Sunday night was at 28.14, and if you were looking at a short-term chart like a 15-minute chart, you could see some multiple patterns that were forming around that time. But on the daily chart and the 4-hour chart, you don't see that. And here's one other one that I think is relatively important because we've got gold is up pretty strongly this morning, and here's what we're looking at in silver. Coming into this week, we had a choice. It was either getting ready to get up to that 78% level at 14.70 per ounce, and I believe our high so far today has been 14.70. I don't know if it's gone above that yet or not, but that's where we were. That's also the ABCD pattern. So we're at a key level here. Silver is still in a profound down market, but the gold is really trying to take out those highs, which we haven't quite done it yet in the December futures have not got above the I don't believe so. Yeah, I'm sure they haven't. Have not got above the 12.46 level, which was our high last month, where we had that 382 retracement in the S&P in the gold. But if we break above, that 1248, 1250 level, my goodness, you could be looking at another big leg up in gold, and that'll be fun to watch. And platinum, it is really lagging. I mean, it just one of the things that really surprised me about this, it hasn't even moved yet today, given the fact that things are moving in silver and the gold. Platinum went down to that 799 level on Sunday night and Monday, and has barely rallied. It rallied about $8 or $9, which is really, not very much. So we're watching those, very, very closely. And I'm sure a lot of this is related to, the things that are going on and the emotionalism and everything. And maybe we need a day off. So tomorrow I'm going to give a day off to everybody. There's going to be a memorial service, of course, in I guess it's going to be in Washington, in the rotunda there. And then this is the first president in the history of the United States that will be honored with a day off. They're closing the stuff, so we'll see what's going on too. But that's what we're watching here. The Forex trading hours that we usually follow will be normal business hours because the rest of the world doesn't follow our holidays. And future trading will have modified schedules, so you'll have to look at the E-mini in the Globex, what they're going to be trading. But frankly, a lot of those things just trade all the time because most of the people that are doing the trading don't seem to have a whole interest for this. Marie is asking, what are the key dates for the Bradley model? Young lady, if I gave you that, I'd have to put you down on the MI6 level there in the UK, and I don't want to do that. I'll do them out in the future a little bit, but really I just look at it as a guideline. I'm looking at the patterns, Maria. I'm looking at ABCDs, butterflies, Gartleys, 1, 3, 5 patterns. Those are the ones that keep you alive and pay the bills. So that's what I'm watching here. So I hope that when we get to the next key Bradley date, I will certainly, be look at that. Now she's asking the question: do you think we'll be lower by mid-February? Absolutely. I have been very, very bearish since October, as most of you know, especially in the Russell. And you remember on Monday. Yeah, yesterday was Monday. Even with that big move, we were up 600 points in the Dow Jones at one time. We were up 50 handles in the S&P, 170 handles in the NASDAQ. And do you know that the Russell was trading in the red zone? It was actually down on the day for a short period of time, and then it reversed. But it actually was down. Do you know how much selling that takes to get a market down with that much power? That's like when we had the crash day in 1987. There were 1,600 and some issues on the New York Stock Exchange that day, and only 13 were up. And you know how hard that is to get a stock being up with the Dow down 16% in one day. So I will give you those Bradley dates in the letter that you get. So that's not a problem. But we'll do that. Those of you that have an interest in the Bradley book, and it's just a very little book. It's basically a pamphlet. It's I think 52 pages. I do have that book in PDF format. If you happen to have an interest in it, just let me know. By the way, I did not hear from our friend in Princeton, New Jersey. Beverly, we have a Christmas present waiting for you, so make sure you send me an email, Larry Pesavento at gmail.com, and Santa will put it in the sleigh and get it out to you just as soon as possible. So I hope you're listening. Okay. I want to talk to you just a second here about the live cattle market, because we've had a pretty good move here in cattle. We've had a real interesting pattern form, and it's at the proverbial moment of truth here, folks. Yeah, cattle has been, because of our good friend Rich Anderson, who comes on and tells us about, the overall fundamentals of the cattle market and, what they're bidding on and stuff. But the patterns are certainly there. You'll notice during May, June, and July, we had a really nice 135 pattern coming in right at a 61% retracement. That was followed in August right at that eclipse. Right on the 61% retracement, and immediately rallied, 9 handles all the way up to the ABCD pattern up there at that 120 level. We've been in a really tight trading range here between 120 and 113.5 here. And just yesterday, we completed a 78% retracement with a 135 pattern in the cattle. So if cattle don't get above 118, they should be ready to be into a little bit of a downtrend. And believe me, this is December, and we really should be trading February cattle. Unfortunately, I'm still doing December, but we'll look at February tomorrow if anybody has an interest in it. But cattle are certainly at an area where we should have some pretty good places to look at as far as a selling point with very, very low risk. I wanted to focus here for just a minute here at the very end of the show to show you the euro, what we're talking about here. You notice how the euro exceeded the highs of November 29th. This is a 15-minute chart. It exceeded it by about 17 pips went right up, completed the ABCD level there at that 114.17, and now it's trading back below 114 again. If we get back above that 114.20 level, that'll be very positive for the euro. But right now, I believe that it's still in a situation where it could, at real critical level that we've seen in the dollar index, that I'll also bring up, I've already brought up to show you that we're still looking for that 3 drive to a top pattern in that dollar index at 97.80, and it's trading at 96.50 and change now, so it's still got some more to go, but we're watching that one very closely, because if it doesn't get above that, we could be looking at a really substantial rally in the euro, and that could be helpful to the gold. 877-927-6648.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools, as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
To the chart of the crude oil as of last night, we got up to that 54.50. That means we've rallied $5 a barrel in crude oil, folks, since we made that 61% retracement down there at that 49.50 level. So watch the pullbacks here, because this could be a situation where we might get maybe a $10 rally in crude. We don't know. And if we make new lows, oh boy, she could head down a lot lower. As a reminder, Basil Chapman's show is tonight between 5 and 6:30. I highly recommend it. The historical value of it is just worth everything, plus the wonderful ideas he gives you for trading and the patterns that he looks at. But it's a terrific show. Go to www.tfnn and sign up, because it's a no-brainer, folks. You can't lose on that one. That's really a real easy one. We got some really good things here. We got the S&P trading at 2774, and we got the gold up 1247. And the silver is up quite a bit too. Oh, silver made the silver's up 20 cents, and it did make the 78% level. It's trading there right now at 1470. So we'll watch that a little bit during the day here to see if it closes above that. Could be extremely bullish. So that's one other thing. Now, tomorrow is a day off, but you're going to be getting a very early Hanukkah gift on the 6th of December. Norm, we call it To the Minute Winsky, will be on as our guest, and he'll have some great things to look at. And then, of course, we have a new moon coming in on Pearl Harbor Day, which is the 7th of December. Also happens to be Larry Bird's birthday, the famous basketball player from French Lick, Indiana, and the Boston Celtics in Indiana State. And we'll be watching all of those things as we come in Thursday. So take the day off tomorrow, folks. Enjoy the day, because the next day we'll be trading again.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.